our destination.
Travel apps you shouldn't live without.
Let's go for a ride.
Welcome to Girls Trip. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
If you've been watching but haven't made the commitment to subscribe,
Come on.
do it.
Just do it.
Press that button,
We're
become
worth
a
it.
subscriber. We really appreciate it. Today I'm excited about because I feel like we're learning
Yes.
along with everybody.
This was good.
Yes,
This
it
was
was.
a cool thing to do some research on. We went scouring to find some of the best travel apps currently out there to make your life easier. And we each kind of took on a little bit of a different angle of that, of the trip planning and preparation and experience process. And we're each going to share our top 3 apps to inspire you if you have a trip coming up that you might want to use some of them. I think sometimes it can be overwhelming with that, with this kind of stuff, because there's so many out there. It's like, if you just look it up in the app store, you're like, I don't even know. How do I know what's good, what's not? So we did some digging for you and are going to share that with you.
Certified great.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I guess I guess I'll start because I took on trip planning and organization of so that's kind of like part 1 of what you do, right? So I have 3. The first one is called Tripsy, Tripsy. Although I'm looking it up because when you search for that in the App Store, you don't see that it says that because it's called Travel Planner Guide Tripsy. So when you like click on it, you'll see Tripsy,
sure
but
the right thing.
just in case you're like, I can't find it, it has like an orange suitcase as its thing. It's only like 4 years old, but it's very, very popular. It has like over 1 million downloads.
Wow.
And it does everything you can possibly think of.
Okay.
Wow.
And you can just use the elements that you think are most beneficial to you. But it's called like your travel companion. So it does everything from organizing your trip just so all of your information is in one
That's
place
nice.
so you
Okay.
can find it. Makes it simple.
One app.
It will give you a list of all your activities, help you plan your itinerary. It has your flight information.
Cool.
It even will give you like real time updates. So if like your gate changes for your flight or your flight's been delayed, like it'll send you notifications for
So
that.
would you use that instead of like the actual, like, say you're flying United or
Yes.
Southwest? Like,
Yeah. So instead of having to go into multiple apps, this is like all in one place. It will also, if you want, track your expenses. Sometimes you don't want that.
I don't want to know.
No gracias.
But maybe like if you're going on a work trip and you have to track your own
True.
expenses
That's a
to then
good point.
submit
That's a good point.
things, like that could be
Yes.
helpful. It also lets you collaborate, which is cool. So you can invite other people who you're going on a trip with
That's
to
really
like share
convenient.
all of
Okay.
that. You have unlimited documents. So you can literally, it's like a true one-stop shop. Like you can add emails to it. You can add images. You can add notes, files, so that everything is in one place. Because I know even like on my like iPhone notes app, I'll like start taking notes about a trip and I'm like, where did I put that?
I know, and you're
You know?
scrolling.
So it'd be nice to like directly connect that to something. But when I tell you it does everything, like it's literally does everything. It gives you 10-day
sounds like
weather
it.
forecasts for where you're going. And you can access everything offline as well, which is nice.
Okay.
It'll adjust for time zones. It presents travel stats. So it'll keep track of like you've visited this many countries and you've traveled this many miles and all that kind of stuff. And it connects really well with other sites. So like if you're using booking.com or hotels.com or Delta or JetBlue, it will connect and like import the information for you.
Okay.
Which is really nice. So that is Tripsy. There's a free version which has a lot of stuff available, and then there's like a pro version if you want to get into some of the more specific things.
Okay.
One of the other ones is called TripIt. people didn't get super creative with these names. And it's also similar to Tripsy. It will automatically organize all of your bookings. So you literally, this is kind of cool. You forward your travel confirmation email. So you get an email from United and you forward it to their email, plans@tripit.com. And it will give you like a comprehensive itinerary for where you're going. And it'll make all these suggestions of things
really
that you
nice.
should do. And then you can, in the same way, sort of like import things and have your whole itinerary in one place. So it does do a lot. It does do flights, hotels, car rentals, that kind of stuff, but not quite as robust as Tripsy, which again, not everyone wants something that robust. You're like, I don't need to use all those features. So
Well, a little bit
this is more
simpler.
focused on the itinerary, like how you're getting from point A to point B and staying focused on that, which is nice.
Okay.
The third one is called RoadTrippers, which, as is stated in its name, is perfect for the road trips. And it's kind of just like a better version of like Google Maps.
Okay.
You know, like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I don't really like Google Maps of like search along the route because I feel like it doesn't always give me
It's not always.
what I want.
Yeah.
So this just kind of does a better job of saying like, oh, you're driving from New Jersey to Florida. Like, here's the best route navigationally. Here is where you can, these are some like quirky places that you won't necessarily find if you just Google it, but are worth stopping at.
Okay.
And it'll kind of give you all of those things along the way. And it's pretty comprehensive in terms of like, you can find a cottage. I can find a luxury hotel. You can find somewhere to pitch a tent. Sites, attractions, RVs.
Want to make a fire.
Experiences, like all of that kind of stuff is you can find along there. And it also has like pre-done guides, which is pretty
That's
cool.
really nice. Okay.
Which again, not something you can't find probably. Like you could probably find it somewhere. But this is just all in one place.
Yeah.
You know that it's like solid, like it's being updated. It's not like, oh, I found someone's blog from 2008, like are these restaurants even still there, or whatever. So this will like give you a whole guide for Highway 1 along California's coast.
Nice.
Or
That reminds me of just like the gigantic maps and books you used to carry in your car.
Yeah.
Like before all this was like, that's now taken and just like plopped right there.
Pick up
onto
a
your
map
phone.
at Cracker Barrel and you are ready to go. Yep.
I mean, for Rebecca, they have a whole section on national park road trips.
Love it.
So how to best experience Zion National Park.
That's very cool.
The ultimate guide to Grand Canyon. So like just family road trips. They do themed
That's
road trip
cool.
Very cool.
suggestions, which is fun. Like if you want to see the best novelty architecture in the U.S. or, you know,
Love it.
Definitely on the list.
whatever you're into, they probably have something
Very
for it.
cool.
So they're always adding new trip guides.
Oh man, I wish
to
I
make
knew
your
about
life-
this like a couple
I
months
know,
ago.
right? They all sound really, really cool.
Super easy. So I definitely we've talked more and more about maybe doing a road trip,
Yes.
a true road trip in our
Yes.
future. So
We would need
this
that.
is definitely something I would come back to and utilize. So yeah, if you are in those beginning stages where you have a destination in mind but don't really know what you're doing there or on your way to there, check out one of those. They're a lot of fun.
Love that.
All right. I think Joy's
wanna
next
go?
because
Yeah.
you're packing and preparation, right?
Packing and prep. Well, packing, prep, and also, well, it's a mix, but there's some packing here. So let's start with that one. So the app is called PackPoint. One word, PackPoint. And essentially, this is what it does. It's a smart packing list app that creates customized lists based on your destination, length of trip, weather forecasts, and the activities you plan to do, like hiking, swimming, all of that. So a lot of people like this app. I separated mine differently. I did like pros and cons to it.
Cool.
So some pros for PackPoint. Super easy to use. Just plug in your trip details and it does the thinking for you. So that's really cool. I really like that. And a lot of people have said the Ease of access or user friendliness of the app is really important. I didn't actually download it, but I saw like a tutorial of it, and it's simple. There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles to it. It truly is a list. So weather integration adjusts your packing list accordingly. So you can tell it what kind of weather it's going to be, and it will automatically adjust the list for you. Tailors list to specific activities and business versus leisure travel. So like going to Hawaii, right? But having an activity on the top of a volcano at 5 a.m., having that activity in there will address my packing for me. It'll probably say like need thick sweatpants and a thick jacket, where you probably wouldn't think that you would need that going to Hawaii. So stuff like that could be really cool. And it syncs with an app called TripIt. I wonder if you've heard of that before.
How convenient.
Syncs with TripIt and can share lists with others. So you can share your list with your friends, but I thought that was really cool that you were doing that app. Anyway, some cons. Some useful features are behind a paywall, so you have to. Same thing. Premium version costs a little something. It doesn't always account for niche or personal preferences unless you manually adjust it, which is okay.
I mean,
that's
most, what can you expect?
Like that.
And limited if you're doing multi-stop or international trips with varying climates. So you would have to almost do
Like
multiple
separate
trips, which I don't love. Actually, I wish that there was a way to say these days I'm going here, these days I'm going here, and this, like that's what would have worked really well for me.
Instead of making separate.
Instead of making 3 different lists. Just because that, but not a huge deal, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're going to one place for a week, it's a great app, I feel like.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Pack Point. If you're going somewhere, try it out. A lot of people
I don't know why
I
don't use a packing app
I
because
know.
I know.
I'm always like, I like a packing list.
I
and
make
so
them-
I'm always like at
I make them in my
midnight-
notes.
In my
Yeah.
notes.
I did. My notes
Bullet
like,
points, like
okay, sweatpants,
bathing suit, shoes,
and
like
and something that's really great about that is because I'm always looking for that note to go back to it, and I'm like, why did I delete stuff?
know.
Because I packed it. I need to go, and that's what I do. After I pack it, I just delete it.
I'm like,
Yep.
because I want to
with
see
me?
it. I want to see it shrink. Otherwise, it's too overwhelming. So
Oh my goodness,
I definitely need to use that.
That would be a
I like
great one.
that.
Okay. The next one is for if you were watching on Monday, I think this app would be for the culture queens, maybe. So this is Find Penguins. This is what Find Penguins does. This app automatically tracks your travel route and lets you document your trip with photos, journal entries, and stats. It can create beautiful visual timelines, 3D flyover videos, and once you're done with your trip, it automatically, I guess through AI or something, puts together a printed travel book for you through all the things that you've put in there.
That is
so
really
that's
nice.
really cool. So this is for the person that is documenting their trip, like the scrapbooker. It's a digital scrapbook, essentially.
Okay.
It's really cool. Some pros. This is the best one for me. It works offline and syncs once you're back online. So great for remote travel. So you do not have to be running on Wi-Fi or on, your data. Automatically creates detailed visual maps of your route. So it's hard to visualize it, but essentially it's like a Google Maps version, like where you've traveled.
Right,
And so that's really cool.
That's cool.
And that's like a screenshot in itself, like a snapshot, that travel route. Very shareable, great for travel bloggers or families who want to follow your trip.
Okay.
Useful. Turns your trip into a physical keepsake if you want. So with the travel book, super cool. The cons, very obvious, since it uses your GPS constantly, that can drain your battery.
Okay.
So that's definitely a downer. Just make sure your phone is plugged in. Some features like 3D flyovers or printed books you have to pay for, but that's, come on.
Yeah.
The UI isn't as sleek as other journaling or map apps, so your experience while using it isn't like super fancy. But I mean, whatever, right? I think for what it is, I think that is the app. If you are the documenter of the trip, that this is the app I think you want. Yeah, lots of people love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do want to get better at that, actually.
Yeah, you would think that I am horrific at this. I'm horrific at it
Because our memories are bad.
I know.
Like,
and
it's
you're
so
trying
true.
to, and then someone wants like a recommendation. You're like, I don't remember where I went.
Yeah.
Or you're just like, did I write that down?
This
Like,
is why I want to be this person that does this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I'm
not
such a
thinking that.
live in that moment
I know,
type of
I'm
person.
not
It feels
thinking.
like homework almost.
yeah, you're like,
yeah.
oh, I have to write this down. I have to figure out what.
Yeah.
But even it doesn't necessarily have to be like the journaling part that moment. It could be that night back in the hotel, like
Totally.
before you're
Sure.
going to sleep.
So my brother-in-law, Q, before we left for Paris, he was like, Joy, journal every night before you go to bed. I'm like, who are you? He was like, no, it's really, really good. I'm like, okay. I didn't. And I wish I did.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome to like go back and remember. Like if I think really hard, I can, I remember we did that. And I did take a lot of pictures. But if I actually had a journal, I would be able to recall obviously so many more things.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just think it's even trips that I went on not that long ago.
Yeah.
Already they've like the big memories are there, but the details have faded. And I do wish I could remember more like the day to day. Like they've all kind of blurred together. My one trip to Europe, we were very cheap and we're trying not to pay the like fee every day for our data for our phones. So I was like communicating a lot with my mom via email. So I was like sending her these like pretty detailed emails about like this is everything we did today.
Oh,
so it's like
sweet.
really nice that I
you
that I
have
have
that.
that. And
Yep.
like I wish I had something like that for more
options.
Really,
trips.
really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. So yeah, that's the one. That is called Find Penguins. Okay. This one I'm most excited for.
Oh, okay.
This one I'm most upset that I didn't know about. This app is called Timeshifter. Which feels like it should be the name of a chapter in the Prisoner of Azkaban book, but we're going to skip on
So
that.
specific.
Okay, so this is what Timeshifter does. Timeshifter is designed to beat jet lag using neuroscience.
Okay.
It
that
gives
sounds
you.
cool.
It's so cool. This was developed
It's like take a
with
20-minute
NASA
nap.
people.
That's
They were
awesome.
like,
So cool.
we need to help people
It
out
gives
there.
you a personalized plan based on your trip, sleep patterns, and chronotype. It tells you exactly when to sleep, seek or avoid light, and have caffeine.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I need this just in my daily life.
I know. You're just like, by the way,
What
you
is
should
it?
be.
What is living with chronic jet lag? What is that? This would have changed our trip
Yeah.
because Thomas never adjusted. So it would have, and it's not just for when you get there, but when you get back home, it helps so
Right.
much.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have that as well.
So cool. You have to watch some videos on this because it is
Yeah,
very
okay.
interesting. The pros. Based on science and used by astronauts and pro athletes. So that's true. They're traveling like crazy.
All the time, yeah.
Crazy hours. It's custom tailored, so it takes into account your habits and actual flights. Helpful alerts are just at just the right times, like avoid light now or have coffee here. Ideal for frequent flyers or international travel. So those are all the pros, obvious pros. I mean, there's not much to it. I
Yeah.
mean, this is what it does one function and this
Right.
is what it does. The cons, free for the first jet lag plan, but subscription required after.
Okay.
Cons, another con requires discipline. If you ignore the plan, it won't help very much. So you have to
They're like,
do
don't
something.
get mad at us if you don't do it right. You're like, okay.
Wait, accountability?
What? They're basically saying it's not magic. Like you have to actually
Dang
like
it.
follow a plan.
Can feel too structured or rigid for laid back travelers. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's if you want to beat this, you have to go about it scientifically.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you
if
have
you're
to do
traveling, for 12 hours, you're probably going there to see things. You're not just like, let me lay down and take a nap.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But
I mean, realistically, if you're going on one international trip a year,
Yeah.
maybe you're not going to want to be disciplined enough to do that. But if you're doing something where this is a part of your life, like you do need to learn skills
Totally. Yeah. Totally.
like that. And
Totally.
like, it's worth it then.
Well, so we were away for 2 full weeks. And by the end of the second week, like Thomas definitely, like it affected him that he could not adjust. Like if you're going away that long and there's so much time and money and effort put into a
Right.
trip like that.
That's true.
Like you want to feel your best.
Yeah.
And he truly pulled 2 full on all-nighters. I pulled one. I've never experienced that in my life where I just did not
rough.
fall asleep all night. Like it was 11 o'clock. Then it was 1 o'clock. Then it was 4 o'clock. Then it was 6 o'clock. It was so bizarre. I've never experienced that.
like, what's happening?
And he did that twice. And one of the times he did it, it was we were getting up that morning at 5:30 to go to the airport.
Okay.
So he was up for a full like
Right,
36
right, right.
hours.
Yeah,
at
that's
that-
brutal.
And that takes away some of the fun.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if I've ever done that.
Yeah.
I think I was literally giving birth during the
like,
night,
that's
so
it.
I did not go to sleep,
Yeah.
and I was just up for the whole next day, and I never slept again. No, but I don't think other than
I wonder if there is a new parent version of an app like this.
No,
There's probably no.
That would be like just figure it out.
Everyone
give
would
up
be
now.
like,
Quit while you're
yeah,
ahead.
they'd be like,
There's
this
no
isn't
hope.
working for
There's
me.
no hope.
They would never get it right.
Those are mine. I was really happy with those. I feel like I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loved them.
Those are cool.
So I have navigation and culture. I decided to download the apps and actually use them a little bit here. So the first one I have is Rome to Rio, which shows how to get basically anywhere using flights, trains, buses, ferries, and whatever transportation they have in that. So it's very actually convenient because you basically plug in where you're starting and your destination. So I put where I am living. I will not disclose that information. And Costa Rica. And we have options. We can fly from JFK. It gives you the time. It gives you the amount of money. You could drive there over 70 hours if I really wanted to. They give you bus and train options.
Oh, that's cool.
They also tell you which one is the recommended one. Like it's kind of the best overall. And they'll say one like for price, this is the best one to do. So say if you're flying, it'll then break down, okay, you need to take this train if you're not driving, get to the airport. It'll then tell you which airport, where you need to go. And then once you're done with that, not all of them, but you can click on the flight that you're supposedly flying. And it'll then list, okay, you can fly with United. These are options available. This is how many hours. You click on that again, and then it'll be like, here's all of your information. And then you can go find tickets now. So you can go and like buy your tickets through the app essentially.
Okay.
It'll direct you to another one, but you're not like clicking on different tabs. It's really all in this one app. I didn't see anything necessarily about like saving. You can have your like your profile essentially, but there it doesn't look like yours where it's like all documented and saved. So that would be the only thing to maybe just keep track of, or you probably just have to experiment a little bit more with it.
But that's more for like, as I guess is in the name, I'm asking like city to city, not like I'm in Costa Rica and I want to get to this national forest. How do I get there?
They do that too.
They do. Okay.
Yeah. So they have like you can search and then you can compare and then you can book. So they do have like featured trips that they have on there. Amsterdam to Paris.
Cool.
Barcelona, to Madrid. So they do a lot of connecting things basically, because you're not thinking, oh, I need to take this flight, I need to then get off
That
this
would have been
bus.
really useful
That
for
would have been
us.
useful too, yeah.
So that would have been great.
That I think is really where they thrive, not necessarily like long journeys, but if you're in somewhere and it's foreign and you're like, do I want to take local? Like, do I just risk it?
Yeah.
This will really break it down and give you options. And it'll talk about a little bit of like, okay, you're going here, like try going to these companies. So that also helps. It gives you more of like these, we can rep these companies. So that's Rome to Rio. Then the next one, which I may not ever see on your phone, Kamoot. Is it Kamoot?
Yeah, I think.
Ideal for hiking, cycling, and outdoor exploration
Fun.
with detailed offline maps.
Fun.
So honestly, I feel like this one is just great for anywhere. Like you could use this here. You could use it on vacation. Obviously, it's a little bit nicer when you're on vacation and don't know the area well. You're like, what's going on here? They do have a paid version, which will give you a little bit more, I guess,
Details maybe.
stuff like that. What's cool is I didn't necessarily create it in detail, but you can have profiles. So it's like, do you want to connect with these other hikers? I was like, not really. No. So it's like, Ben hiked da-da-da-da-da.
Great for you, Ben.
Yeah, you could talk to him about his thing. His like process and how he went about
That
his
is
hike.
cool though.
So I thought that's cool because you can actually, if you wanted to have communication with other hikers, you can record on this. You can put pictures of the hikes on there.
Fun. Okay.
So when I was looking through different hikes, you can go around your area. They have ones that are pre-made. So they're like, if you don't want to think of connecting a hike, here's our ones near you. It's 5 miles. It gives you, moderate terrain.
No,
this
that is
for
cool.
an intermediate person. Wear your hiking boots.
Yeah.
It does do a little bit of like, this is the weather patterns that we normally see in that area. So I'm going to do like,
I feel like you're going to keep this up.
I probably might. I actually might. So, it really is nice though, because sometimes when you go to a hiking area, they don't always have clear maps all the time.
It's
They're like,
so
you've
true.
arrived, and you're like, where do
are
I start?
we? Yes.
So this gives you much more in depth, like of what to do. It gives you the elevation, the average time, which you can find these things probably online, but it's nice to have it on your phone, and it does work offline.
Yeah.
Because that's most of the time when you're hiking, you're like, where's the service? Like, you're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
going to
yeah.
have that.
I would not trust and hope for having service.
No. One of the things that I really liked is it tracks your, not necessarily how you're hiking, but people put pictures at different points. So they're like, when you're 2 miles in, you should see this.
Yeah.
Take a look at this.
That's
and
cool.
then people can comment. So you will reach this lake at a very short walk.
That's
and
cool.
then you can have this resting period if you really wanted to. So, and then at the very end, it's like, you've reached your parking lot. It just gives you like fun little things along the way. It gives you the elevation, all that fun stuff. So this can be used internationally, all over. So it really is pretty versatile. It has a profile again, like you can make one if you really wanted to. I think they have, yes, it's on sale for $19.99. Save on the
Bargain.
World Pack. So you probably have
my
to,
God.
Okay.
when you're traveling abroad, you have to go a little bit more into
Yeah.
it. They're not like,
Yeah.
we're just going to give it to you for free. But I would say if you are looking to find that adventure type aspect of a trip, this would be really fun to
Very
use.
cool.
We then have Get Your Guide. No, what did I do? Which one did I download? Yeah, Get Your Guide is what I typed in. This one is really fun because if you know where you're going, I just put in Costa Rica because that's on my mind. And you want to look up different excursions and different things around there. It basically is book tours, activities.
It's a
and
travel guide.
different attractions. I find that this was just nicer than going on to like not TripAdvisor, but then
Sure.
TripAdvisor.
Yeah, I do not like those
Me
sites.
neither.
It's just like so many opinions, and
It's
you're
a
just
lot.
like, oh my gosh, where is this? You can book everything on this app. So I had like a snorkeling and lunch tour. So it gives you the price, it gives you the stars, how many reviews are on it. It tells you everything about it. So your pickup. If you are coming from this hotel, be ready at 4:30 a.m.
Cool.
If you're getting picked up here at 6 a.m.
Okay.
It tells you how long it's going to be. You can reserve now, blah, blah, blah. Like kind of all the details you would normally see. It tells you the highlights of this, what people most liked, kind of like the pros and cons list here. And then you can check the availability. But it's great because you can do everything from this. It does allow you to save stuff. So even if you didn't do it, if you want to go back to that and be like, ooh, maybe next time, or if you're going
Can
to
you
travel again.
like purchase tickets through it?
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
that's
You can
very
also
cool.
purchase tickets. I'm trying to see right now. Yeah, like if we wanted to do this. Yep.
That's
You can
nice
book
because
everything now.
I do find that stressful. Like when you're going somewhere and you have book different excursions and stuff, and you're like, okay, I got to make sure I can have service to like get my email up to get that confirmation code, or I took a picture of the QR code. It's like, so it would be nice to just have everything in
They
one.
have
Agreed.
a little icon that literally says bookings, and it'll have all of the things that you have
That's cool.
booked for.
That's very cool.
Again, you can create your own little profile. They also help with some currency, so they might be like, this is equivalent to this amount of US dollars.
That's
in case
useful.
you're curious. Yeah, it's just another easy way to have all of your information on one app, which, like you're saying, it's just easier for your brain. So, yeah, it was very easy to move around and do things. Obviously, I didn't actually attempt to buy anything,
Right.
but it seems pretty simple. So, yeah,
Well,
easy peasy.
I think we were very inspiring and informative.
I think so too.
I learned so much. I might have to go and review the notes, you know?
Yeah, I think it would be like overwhelming to try to utilize all
Sure, it's like one
all
a trip.
9 apps.
Yeah, yeah.
But like if one stands out to you, like it might be worth trying to incorporate on
Totally.
you know on your next trip. So let us know if you guys decide to download any of those apps, or if you have like a favorite ride or die app that we should be downloading
Let us
and
know.
using for an upcoming trip. Let us know. But most importantly, don't forget to enjoy the view wherever your ride takes you.